A cruel breeder kept a Chihuahua in darkness and forced the tiny dog to have puppies. But before we start, please give the video a like and make sure to subscribe to Wonderbot and hit the bell so you'll never miss any uploads from us. It's hard to imagine what it's like never to see the light of day, knowing nothing but darkness and misery. Brie lived her days in fear, surrounded by her own waste, so she must have been terrified when a shape approached her cage. But then her world was bathed in blinding color. She may be called Brie now, but the little Chihuahua didn't always go by that name. In fact, she started her life, if you could call it that, with the name Hemp. However, she also showed signs of having endured terrible levels of abuse that had left her almost broken. Brie's suffering came as a consequence of being treated like an object by her previous owners in Wales, UK. Despite the beautiful countryside they contain, Wales Hills hid a sinister secret. They concealed a sadistic puppy mill. In other words, a place where dogs are bred continuously for profit, with no regard for their well-being. What's more, the little Chihuahua's body just wasn't capable of withstanding such abuse. Given that she's a teacup dog bred for her small size, the efforts of continuous birthing took its toll on Brie. At just 3 years old, she'd already been forced to have 2 litters. Furthermore, both of Brie's litters were delivered through C-sections, presumably so that she could have more puppies than her natural threshold would allow. Not only that, but she was also most likely starved at the mill. Inevitably then, her taskmasters thought she was nearing the end of her usefulness. Indeed, the Northern Echo reported that Brie was scheduled to be drowned in a slurry pit. Before the puppy mill could claim another victim, though, a rescue team saved the Chihuahua. The team belonged to a South Wales-based not-for-profit organization called Many Tears Animal Rescue, MTAR. When Brie was rescued, the group posted a picture on Facebook of her sat near a can of vegetables. The image highlighted how small the Chihuahua was, but it certainly had a positive effect. A woman named Claire Stocco saw the photo and was smitten, and she knew that she had to give the dog a home. She could barely see over the top of it, and she looked so precious and vulnerable, Stocco told the Dodo in March 2017. She contacted MTAR, who told her about the dog's health problems. However, Stocco was still eager to adopt Brie, and her application was successful. As a testament to her dedication, Stocco set out on a road trip from her home in Durham, England. The journey was 300 miles each way, but the distance did nothing to deter Stocco. When she reached MTAR in Wales and saw the little dog, however, her heart broke. She couldn't believe how much the Chihuahua had suffered. "When I saw her, I was shocked. She was emaciated and shaking," Stocco told the Dodo. "She clung to the lady at the rescue center and wondered for a second if I could really help her." In addition to her obvious malnourishment, Brie's body displayed other evidence of the abuse and neglect that she'd endured. The dog's ears were scabbed up and her limbs were scarred by past injuries. Her legs bend in the wrong way, Stocco told the Northern Echo in April 2017. Stocco added, "I'm guessing she's had a break or a couple of breaks and they've been left to heal on their own." Moreover, the dog's new owner noticed something else that disturbed her. Brie couldn't even open her eyes when it was light because she was so used to darkness, Stocco explained. Although her rescuers can only speculate about the exact details of Brie's past life, it was almost certainly very miserable indeed. Puppy farm breeders are usually kept in cages, often with their puppies, and denied cleanliness and medical care. Moreover, what happened had left the Chihuahua shell-shocked. Stocco told the Northern Echo that she could empathize with the dog immediately. "I was going through a really bad time with post-traumatic shock and depression after losing my mom," she explained. What's more, on the drive back home, the two bonded immediately. Brie was crouched at the back of her little carry case, wide-eyed and scared, Stocco told the Dodo. "I took the front of the case off and all of a sudden she ran up my stomach and hit her face in my neck." From that point on, Brie had not only found a home but also a family. Indeed, Stocco's other fur babies, Vester, Baduka, and Dexter, happily accepted Brie into the pack. Vesper took to Brie straight away, as if Brie was her puppy, Stocco recalled. Vesper let Brie do anything, even eat from her food bowl. Stocco continued, "She had a phantom pregnancy just 1 month after I got Brie, and the vet said that Brie made her hormones shoot through the roof. She was even trying to get Brie to suckle like a puppy. She acts very much like a young puppy in many ways," Stocco said. "Brie is probably experiencing a life free of cruelty for the first time. She races around the house, she plays with toys, chases and throws socks around, and slides along the floor dragging her legs behind," Stocco added. Brie was named after Brienne of Tarth, a fearless female warrior from the HBO TV series Game of Thrones, and she's living up to her name. Indeed, despite continuing health problems, Brie deals with challenges like a champion and continues living life to the full. She plays with toys and sleeps in her own bed on a soft blanket with access to water. Now she walks off the leash and runs with her brother and sisters, Stokoe explained. She has constant contact with humans who love her and want to protect her. And that last point may be the most important of all.